Finally! Hey guys! Today we are going to finally create Assassin's Creed, a beautiful framed artwork. ClayClaim. An Assassin's Creed project is on my personal bucket list for ages, and I'm really happy I finally managed to create a framed artwork with Ezio Auditore, which is my favorite hero from the Assassin's Creed game series. I haven't played the game, but my brother has played it a lot, and whenever I think of Assassin's Creed, I have to think the good old times when I watched my brother play this game a lot. So this is why I was really happy to finally find the time to create this. It's another collaboration with GTV, which is a YouTube channel created by Ubisoft, and I did an extended version of this project in German on their channel. I make sure to link this if you want to watch it, and if you are capable of German, it's always great to have a look at what they are doing at GTV. Now, let's jump into the creation. We have started by mixing the main color for the trousers and mixing another brighter one, because all the colors Ezio is wearing, they should really look dirty. They should have a really used look from all the fights and all the travels he had done in the past. So the main color is dark brown, and I am always throwing in some silver also for the brighter brown, because it becomes that shiny leatherish material. Black is also in almost every color composition I do on this creation. And now we can start working our way up. We start at the bottom with the shoes, now with the leg protections and all these different leather parts. I use this stripe. I used this stripe in many videos. In Deadpool, the Deadpool creation, for example, from yesterday. No, the day before yesterday. And here we go for some silver details. This is the opening mechanism. It's the perfect creation to really go mad over the details. Yeah. I told you I wanted to watch Deadpool, and I did. After I created Deadpool, last night I watched the first movie at least half an hour. No, 1 hour and a half. It got really late, and hopefully I'll finish it today, this evening. Yeah, what to say about Deadpool? It was different than expected. Quite funny, really brutal as well. It's okay. I'm not really blown away by Deadpool, but well, to be honest, I haven't finished the movie by now. I'll do that tonight. Back to the creation of Ezio. This is the typical white fabric he is wearing, with many details and beautiful patterns on the side. And I used white plus some silver to make the fabric a little bit shiny, plus to have the option to go even brighter with pure white. And we will do that later. The white for the collar, for example, of his shirt. So there we will have the option to go even brighter, which is really nice. Now let's switch to the red. This is the only color I use out of the box as it is, because it should be a really bright, shiny red for the belt of Ezio. And this tiny piece of skin color will be for the neck. Here we go for the collar as well. I love the the color composition on this character design, what Ubisoft did on Ezio. It's this brown, white, red, and I immediately have to think about Ezio Auditore from Assassin's Creed 2. It's that typical. Later, when we are adding the cape, it's more clear because it has the inside color is this red, the outside color is probably leather, well, it's brown. Now let's talk about the hands and also the weapons, which we will include in this creation. We have two different kinds of gloves he's wearing, but both hands are equipped with a blade, with this jumping blade, which is coming, I'm not sure if it has a name, this weapon in Assassin's Creed, but on his left hand he has this extended protection, and this is the hand which is looking out of this protection. I really hope I don't screw I don't upset any huge Assassin's Creed fans of you. Again, I haven't played the series, but I watched it a lot because my brother used to play this. There was a period of time when I came from school, I went to the room of my brother, and chances were pretty high that he was playing Assassin's Creed during that time. So this is the belt with a typical sign. It's the Assassin's Creed sign, I think so at least. Yeah, the belt was a real struggle with these many details. For the cape, we have this brown, dirty brown pattern on the back side, which makes it somehow more natural looking when we are pretending this is leather. Then we have some wooden sticks, and this is a new technique. I can't remember I've done that before. It's really great to get some more folds and dents into fabrics, that it looks like real fabrics. Okay, now we can fix this with some wooden sticks as well, and this is how the cape is attached to Ezio. We have this tiny black line and some silver tiny screws. Now the face! Well, it's a human face, but it's hidden under the cape, under the hood. And I'm really happy about that, because now I don't need to be that accurate with the face, because you won't see it anyway. I got some comments telling me that Deadpool face was not that good. So my apologies if it didn't turn out the way you thought it should look like. Human faces, yeah, my big struggle. This should be my project right now, working on these. Now let's close the hood on the back side, and let's put this aside because we have another element for our framed artwork. It's the eagle we have, and it's the first time ever I created an eagle, first time ever I created a realistic bird, and this is the technique I used. I thought it would be nice if the feathers got brighter when it goes to the edge of each feather, so I blended a brighter brown to the darker brown, but we only need a very thin line of this bright brown, and then we can also work on all the different parts which we will use, because the bird contains of different layers of feathers. And now we can try to get really nice shapes of all the feathers this bird is wearing. No, he didn't say that. He did not say that. So This is the first layer. We are going quite crazy with the scalpel, with all these details, and we can put it on top. I think right now it already looks quite fascinating. Now the head and some more feathers, maybe we can blend that over to the tail as well. And we don't need to create a bird peak because this is just the on top perspective of the bird. The whole creation, the whole artwork will be from Ezio's point of view, and this means we don't need to create everything in every detail. We just focus on the on top view, and let's put this into the oven. Freshly baked Ezio! I'm not sure if you have seen that. Also on the plate of the eagle I created the two blades. Because we will attach that to Ezio, we will equip him. With this grey pen we can add some shadows. And we have these typical characteristic white-red stripes on his suit, on his clothing. Some golden details, which somehow reminded me of the Venice culture. And it makes sense that he is wearing all that kind of stuff. Well, he can increase his hiding skills a little. Okay, now we are almost done with the character. Let's add some transparent polish for the shoes, because this is some real shiny leather. And also for the cape, I thought it would be nice for his cloak to make it a little bit more shiny. Now we are adding the first blade. It doesn't really make sense that the blades are coming out because, well, he's standing right on top of the cathedral, ready to jump, and he would hide his blades because he is concentrating on jumping and isn't fighting. But for me this was a typical pose for Ezio Auditore. Now these are some materials to start with the cathedral. These acrylic balls. This is actually the one from the helmet, from the intro. Now it got recycled. I could use it. This is my beloved hot glue gun. And we can start working on the very top of the cathedral, which is called Santa Maria del Fiore. And we are drilling a hole inside the acrylic balls, because now we can stick in this wooden stick. Whoops. Now you know at least where this hole came from. And at the top we have the cross, and I want to make the edges a little bit curved. I really love how the game developers spend so much time on all the details. When maybe you remember the time when Notre Dame in Paris was burning, so much historic stuff was destroyed on the building itself. And I'm not sure if this is true, but I read this article which said because the Notre Dame is in Assassin's Creed, the historians will use the game Assassin's Creed to reconstruct the cathedral, the Notre Dame, because the game is so accurate when it comes to building models, 3D models. This is the cross, we're gluing it together. The real one on Santa Maria del Fiore is golden, so we will paint that later with some golden acrylic paint. Now the balls, we will glue them onto the stick. Also the smaller one, they should be, well, the distance from the bigger ball to the cross should be that much that Ezio isn't reaching it quite easy, so he has to jump. I remember this, but I also looked it up. There are still some gameplay videos on YouTube for this game. It's quite old. Maybe some of you are complaining this in the comments. That's why I didn't choose a newer version of Assassin's Creed for this project. Well, it's just Ezio is my favorite Assassin's Creed hero of all time. And also this moment when he is standing right on top of the cathedral. It's stuck in my head forever since I saw that, since I saw my brother play this game so much. All the details are made with cardboard on the cathedral, except for the wooden stick and the acrylic balls. I tried to get the angle right for the roof, and I used the gameplay videos on YouTube, which I found for that. Now this looks like a roof, but we will wrap around another layer of cardboard, a very thin and colored cardboard that gets all round and that it looks typical. When I was planning this project, I really thought I could create the dome itself with cardboard, but then I realized that the whole scale of this project would be too insane. Because I wanted to focus on Ezio after all, with all his details. Now let's wrap this around. It's not white, it's a little bit of yellow inside. It has a really creamy color. Let's cut this away. We will cut away some further cardboard later to get it into the frame. But let's focus on the top first. We should add this layer of cardboard. Hopefully it works. Let's use some more hot glue. Hot glue gun is my favorite tool right now. But it's dangerous. I burn so much my fingers while working with that. Okay. So it looks quite nice so far. I'm really curious what the cross will look like when we get in some paint. This is golden paint. Oh, look at that. It almost looks like as if the whole cross was made out of metal, out of gold. I'm curious if the real cross is real gold. Maybe some of you can look that up on Wikipedia and tell us in the comments. Because this would just be an insane amount of gold. Now I printed out this background and I tried to get in some more depth. It's also a part of the cathedral, I think. And we will make this a very tiny Hoover effect just to get in some more 3D effects. For 3D effects, my favorite project so far is the Super Mario framed artwork I have done some while ago. I also did some paper techniques to get in some more 3D effects. Now I try to be really careful to glue this all in the right position. And now this is the frame we are using. It's really large, but it already looks quite fascinating. I'm so curious what it will look like hanging on the wall. I don't think I have enough room for this thing to hang to the wall. I should give it to my brother. Yeah, he would love it. Well, his wife maybe not, because it's too huge, but he would love it. I know that he is watching a lot of my videos, and I'm always happy when he gives me feedback as well on the videos. And maybe this is a nice way of saying thank you. Daniel, I love you. This framed artwork Well, let the community decide if you should get it. Of course, we will make a signature to it because it's a real artwork after all. Wow, so much work. Look at that! Guys, I guess that's it! A framed 3D artwork from Assassin's Creed 2. I really hope you enjoyed today's video with the framed artwork of Assassin's Creed 2. Let me know what I should create next. Write it down in the comments. Have a beautiful weekend. Happy Easter holidays. Stay creative. Take care, guys. Bye.